There's Donnie pulling Ruby out for me. It's like 6:15 a.m. and we are just getting by this morning. That 5:30 a.m. alarm was wow. I seen Panther, Gray, Slate, and Tux, Stripe, and Morris and Marty were not up the hill. I didn't call for them. I don't want anybody to get all out of their routine and me trying to, you know, not hear to referee and such. Here comes Ruby. And the cat's got the right idea. They going back to their heating pads.
That's right.
Thank you, Donnie. She looks much better.
Yeah, I think I did, you know, got the big coat of pollen off.
Makes me smile that you're out here.
Care you, girl.
Yeah, well, it just, you know, it seems normal. Our former routine in the morning. It's 6:20 a.m. so we are on time for sure. So it shows we'll be there just before 7. That's good. Ruby knew where we were headed at this time of the day.
That's right.
Well, I do enjoy the sunrise view here on Judd Parkway. Just as we round the corner at South Park and head up into the newer part of town. I miss the trees on the left, but the sky and the beautiful colors will still prevail. And it looks like sunrise for us right now is right around 6:30 a.m. Very carefully here, taking Johnny and I through the drive-thru at Starbucks. Johnny got caramel ribbon crunch and I got Java chip frappuccinos. After our little stop, our ETA is 7:04 a.m. That's perfect. As long as I get him there by 7:15, he should have a sufficient time to get in the building and get where he's going without having to rush. I think they had to be there by 7:25, but high school kids have to walk up the stairs and they're not taking temperatures anymore. I guess they realized how faulty that was. Because, you know, if the heater'd be on the far head or the air conditioner'd be on the far head on the way to school, and then the temperature reading of the far head really didn't mean much of anything. So they're just asking the questions. Do you feel well if you don't stay home? All that, you know, that kind of thing. Well, after an infusion of sugar and carbs that I don't normally have, I feel like half a human being now. Should be alert enough to handle situations out on the road better. I just really felt like I needed something, and why feel bad today after that shot yesterday and everything. I just wanted to give myself a little boost. The traffic seems light and we are totally on time. Well, there's downtown Raleigh. All the colors are kind of muted, but there she is. I don't see any cranes or construction work right up the center. Plenty off to the side, plenty on the north side. And like I said, traffic's been extra light this morning, which could be COVID and could be you know, still not as much school traffic on the road, and also we're 15 or 20 minutes earlier than we are 2 or 3 months into the school year, where we start to get tired and not be out the door as quick. So I'm sure it's a combination of factors. I see the family with the old Volkswagen vans still lives on the street here, although there are no overnight parked vehicles, so I was able to pull up here beside the school. Oftentimes in the morning there would be 2 or 3 vehicles parked over here, kind of making egress down the street a little hard. I told Johnny I'd hang out for 5 to 10 minutes. He's going to try to make sure he doesn't need a note to leave early, and make sure maybe he can tell me what time I'm supposed to come back. He's thinking 11-ish, and you know, just stuff like that. I'm just hanging for a minute before I start back to Fuquay. Make sure he's all set. Yeah, it's just better to wait and than it would be to turn around and come back, which I did, you know, have to do a few times over Johnny's time here at the school, but not often, not often. The view hasn't changed too much, making the corner coming away from the school. Traffic, uneventful drive back to Fuquay. I'm contemplating if I'm going to stop and go into Walmart. There's at least 3 things we need. But I have a killer headache. I was telling Dawn, I think I've pretty much been having a headache of some sort every day for a while now. I took an Excedrin, I've had caffeine, I've had coffee, I've had something to eat. I did not get a good night's sleep because of, you know, having to get up to go downtown, but anyway, it's a little concerning. I'll see how I feel when I'm getting closer to Walmart. I decided to stop at Walmart. It's just very convenient to go get a few things we need right now, regardless of headache, and maybe the Excedrin's kicking in a little bit, and if I don't take too long, I should still have a good solid hour to just go plop down on the couch and rest before I have to turn around and go back to Raleigh. At least an hour. And they're twinning today. Of course I stopped by the garden center. You know I wasn't coming into Walmart without coming out here. I actually need a 4-pack of some sort of annual for one spot that I forgot that Dawn pointed out. Yes, Dawn. So I'll see. It's not looking good so far for anything that I'm motivated to plant there. There's not a lot of, you know, small annuals out here. It's all big stuff. Also, no trip to Walmart would be complete without a walk down the Lego aisle. Well, there's no poultry platter, but I was able to get some of the farm chicken kind. It's 8:30. I believe I got what I needed at Walmart. Mostly I remembered rinse agent for the dishwasher, which was on Dawn's list. Headache is a little better. Maybe I couldn't say completely gone, but it's a little better, so that's good. I guess I shouldn't put too much stock into how I am or am not feeling today after getting the COVID vaccine yesterday. We'll see how I feel in a couple days. Haven't heard from Johnny about a pickup time yet, so we'll see. And I don't know, I'm headed to the house now. Like I said, it's 8:30, and I do want the option of resting for a few minutes, because I only got somewhere between 4 and 5 hours of sleep last night because I was up doing the video. And you know, it was a real rude awakening to have to get up at 5:30 when we never get up before 7:30, and sometimes as late as 8:30. So yep, I'm gonna scoot on to the house now. Hi Tux, it's good to see you. I just left Ruby out since I'll be heading back to Raleigh here pretty quick. I came up to see Morris and Stripe. Marty's to my right about 20 or 30 feet. Hi Morris, where's Stripey? I don't see Stripe. Hi Bud, hi. He doesn't normally come to me and Johnny if Stripe is not around to provide reinforcement. That's just how he is. But he seems to be doing good. So I'm here working on part 3, Blast Arms, that video, and I have midnight here asleep, and I have nighttime here asleep. I've got company. Only problem is it's 10 a.m. and I'm pretty much gonna have to get up here in a minute. It's time for me to go get Johnny. When I got up off the couch where I was all comfy with the kitties, I felt cold. And like, I really just would prefer to have stayed where I was. And I went and I took my temperature and it was 99.4. So it's usually 97.9 for me, like very consistently. And Dawn too, on that particular thermometer. So I'm running a little fever and the headache is sort of starting to come back. I only took one Excedrin. So maybe when I get back home, I'll take a couple Tylenol and just plan to get back on the couch. The headache and just being a little extra cold is the only two symptoms I'm having. It's 10:45 and I'll get to the school around 11:20. Johnny did say he's finished and ready to go. 35 minutes downtown, that's not bad. He wanted me there around 11-ish, something like that. But you know, I'm doing the best I can today. Obviously, I feel good enough to drive or I wouldn't have gotten in Ruby. Don is on his 10 a.m. conference call and that does generally run until noon. And you know, Don and I have a good enough rapport. If I felt like I couldn't drive, I would have gone in there and said, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go get him. Or I would have told Johnny, you know, you're sorry, you're gonna have to stay at the school a little longer. Mr. Don will be up to get you at 1. You know, I had options. I'm not feeling great, but you know, I'm not bent over, keeled over, you know, I'm not down for the count is what I'm trying to say. I don't feel good, but I'm not down for the count. I could stand for the headache to let off a little bit though. Well, that's more like it. Pretty sunshine this afternoon lit up the downtown. I've been feeling worse as the drive's gone on. I really wish I was back home. And very, very cold and the car is about 85. I have just letting the sun warm it up, no air circulating, and the head is throbbing, and yeah, I just want to be back home. Johnny's done all the right things, including offering to drive Ruby because he has his learner's permit. But I don't want to put that stress on him today, and I don't feel up to helping him. I mean, any other day when I felt good, I feel up to helping him, but just not today, because he's only driven that one time with Kyle on the track. It's not fair to pressure him and put him behind the wheel right now. So one of our Taekwondo school adults and neighbors is going to go get Dawn and drive him up here, and then Dawn's going to drive me home. I'm at the Goodberries in Garner. I'm like halfway home from picking up Johnny. There's Johnny. He's done all the right things, but I worried him to death. I hate it. I have such a high fever and chills and nausea and a headache. I just don't feel like I can drive home the rest of the way. So I'm gonna close my eyes until the guys get here. Mr. Rick's already pulled into the driveway to get Dawn, so that's good. I hate it. I'm letting everybody down today, but I just can't. It's better to ask for help than to, you know, have an accident because you were too stubborn. I tend to be pretty stubborn sometimes. Hey.
Poor kitten.
I don't like letting people down, and I don't like asking for help. Dawn noticed it's really windy out there. Ruby was getting buffeted all around on the road. Johnny was trying to keep track if I was drifting. And the car was moving so much in the wind he couldn't tell.
Wow.
So I'll let you get me home now.
Yep, you betcha. We get you right on home. Tuck you into bed, get you rested. There she is. She's at home under 2 blankets with her long sleeve nightie on and everything. She's all cold, but we're gonna get her all taken care of and fixed up.
Yeah, my fever is 100 what'd I say?
5. Yeah, 100.5.
And I just took 2 Tylenol.
Yeah. So hopefully that might help her.
My head is still, it's rotating between my forehead and the back of my skull. Pounding. I'm going to try go sleepy for a while.
Okay.
If I can't.
Well, hopefully you go to sleep and wake up feeling way better.
Right, the Tylenol kick in and I'd be doing better.
Yeah. Well, while I finished working today, Marianne's little girl, kitty cat, nighttime. I call her little girl. She kept my kitten company all afternoon.
She was between my legs and now she's moved up on my chest. Yeah, she hasn't left my side.
Yeah.
I find it very comforting.
Yeah.